Recently, there's been a ton of rumors saying that GTA 6 will be delayed at some point, especially with the actor strike that's currently going on in the video game industry. A lot of us gamers assumed that Grand Theft Auto 6 would have some sort of delay in the future, but it seems like that might have changed, and that's what we'll be covering today. Hey, what's up guys? Zach here, and welcome back to VGL. Before we get started, if you guys could drop a like on this video, subscribe with your notifications turned on. And now let's cover this article that basically confirms that Grand Theft Auto 6 is exempt from any future delays, and the actors union is not happy about this. So yeah, let's break this down. This is fully credited to PCGamer.com, and it starts off by saying that the actors union is not happy about the GTA 6 strike exemption, but confirms it's in the contract and saying, but it's there. It then goes on to say that the SAG-AFTRA strike technically only applies to the recently started projects, which means that GTA 6 is exempt. And if you're wondering what that abbreviation actually stands for, it's for the Screen Actors Guild of American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. So the article continues by saying that the video game actors are on strike. The approximately 160,000 members says that the major game makers have refused to include sufficient protections against generative AI in their contracts. The game makers disagree, and for now the parties are at an impasse. And what this strike means is that the union of actors will not work on new games in production at a number of major studios until they can agree on a new contract. Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, is one of the game makers being struck, but GTA 6 by far one of the most anticipated upcoming games, and one that we would expect to have plenty of actors working on dialogue, but that might not be slowed down as a result. Grand Theft Auto 6 and many other games are exempt from this strike because it doesn't affect games that started production over a year ago, according to the statements from the union and the game makers, which were acquired by Kotaku. In the FAQ, the union explains that some companies have games that cannot be struck due to certain contract terms, and so it's easier to think about the strike in terms of struck games as opposed to struck companies. In a report on Aftermath, the union chief contracts officer Ray Rodriguez says that the union is obviously not happy about that. The Grand Theft Auto 6 exemption but affirmed that one rule about the already in development games exists, saying it was bargained into a legacy agreement created by the SAG and AFTRA unions that then merged. It's language that the merged union basically inherited. That I think is insane, said Rodriguez, but it's there. The union's FAQ notes, however, state that although members will not be disciplined for working on these games, they may still choose to stand in solidarity with their fellow members by refusing to cross the picket line for these games, and their employer is contractually prohibited from discriminating against them for this choice. In other words, actors who are invited to work on these games that aren't struck but come from companies that GTA 6 would qualify as may choose to turn offers down. That could include actors who previously did work for these games under daily contracts and that they're being asked to sign new ones. And the goal of this strike is to formalize fair compensation and the right of informed consent for the use of AI, and that would include the use of the actors' faces, voices, and bodies. The union's national executive director Duncan Crabtree said in a statement this week, the game makers claim that they've already offered protections that are among the strongest in the entertainment industry, but in the Aftermath report, Rodriguez explains that the union is unsatisfied with the specific protections being offered for the motion captured performers. So when it comes to talking about the future of Grand Theft Auto 6, a lot of this information is still up in the air. Who knows what will come out in the next coming weeks, especially with the actor strike right now. Although it states that Grand Theft Auto 6 is exempt from being striked, a lot can change overnight. Be sure to let me know in the comments section your thoughts on the video game strike. Do you think it's justified for actors to be concerned about the use of AI, especially if it's their self? There surely is some big names that are backed by this strike, including Activision, Disney, you've got Insomniac Games, Take-Two Interactive, Warner Brother Games. So many video game companies are getting struck down. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This has been Zach with VGL. I'll catch you in the next one.